Hey love, so I am doing a video today, update on the color shampoo I've been using. Someone commented wanting to know an update, how's it doing, how's it going, and so forth. So I am going to color again. These are pretty much all the new growth I'll be dealing with, but it is time to color again. The Polar Color Shampoo is what I've been using to maintain my roots in between actually coloring. So what I do the Polar Color Shampoo, but I also actually do a permanent color on my hair as well. But I only do a permanent color on my hair once or twice a year. So because I don't color often with permanent color, this is my in-between usage, if that makes sense. So I do the Polar, and the shade that I use, I do the medium brown hair dye for my roots. And when I do actually color my hair, I use anything. It varies. That's why I'm pulling out my color case, because the colors that I use when I actually do the permanent color, I will either do the copper blonde force, the 7.4 C for copper. 7 is the level of lightness that I want. So I'll do a light blonde, a copper blonde. I will even do these are the same. There's another one that I do. I sometimes, if I want a bit more of a hint of red in it, I will even do like a golden mahogany blonde, and that's a 7.35. And then I will also use, where's the other one that I use? I'm probably out of the other one that I use. Where is it? Do I need to get more color? Okay, I don't see the other one that I use, so I will either just use just a light brown level 9, even a level 10 color, or I will use a level 9 light copper. So I stay around the coppers, the copper family, the blondes, and even with some of the reds for my roots. So that's why you will see the different, colors. So it'll just be darker, and then it'll go to copper, and then it gets lighter to blonde. So I play around. I don't stick to a specific color. I love dimensions, so I am going to always do different colors. And so this is why I use the light brown, the medium brown for my color shampoo. So I need to shampoo my hair. It is time for it to be shampooed. So I am going to do the color shampoo. Okay, and I only do the permanent color in my hair once or twice a year, typically around my birthday and around my yearly lock seminar that I do. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna put this back. So I am going to apply this just like I apply color. So I got my stuff. I'm gonna grab my gloves, because I need, I think the thing tells you, I don't have the instructions, the paper instructions, so I hope whatever it says, whatever, let me see. Child, no instructions. I don't have the box. So I do remember, I typically just apply it like I apply a relaxer. I know they say leave it in for 10 minutes. I do like 20. And yeah, yep, so I am, let me see if there's, I wanted to read the instructions for the new folks that might be watching, but it's okay. It's okay. This is what it looks like. So honestly, it just looks like regular shampoo with like the color, some color mixed into it. That's all it looks like to me. Oh, there's a little bit of instructions on how to use in the back. It says dispense 2 to 3 pumps into pan and lather. Apply evenly onto dry hair and wait for 10 minutes. Yeah, see, it says 10 minutes. Rinse your hair. Enjoy your new child. Look. When it comes to instructions, I follow it, but I, add my little sauce. So If you want, you can shampoo your hair the day prior and then apply this and follow this to the T, because now you're working with cleaner hair. You don't have any buildup that's going to block the actual shampoo from working, the color from accessing those cuticles, right? From coating the cuticles. So you're not going to block it if you have buildup. So I would recommend, if you want it to take well, I would recommend shampooing your hair like a couple of days before and then doing it. But I ain't got time for all that. So I'm not going to shampoo because I got to do it now. So I'm going to put this on and still shampoo my hair. Because yeah, it's like put it on, leave it for 10 minutes, and then I don't do 10 minutes. I do longer. And then it says rinse your hair and enjoy your new vibrant color. Like, I need a shampoo. And then because I got locks, this stuff don't be having a lot in it. And I don't be lasting long. So literally, it just looks like shampoo with drizzle of color in there. So I'm going to, you don't have to apply it this way. You can apply it the way they tell you to do it. But, I'm just mixing it because the shampoo part is like clear. So if you mix it to, home extra, baby. And the last time I did this, it did not bleed onto my blonde, which was great because I know some people be like, does it bleed? It didn't bleed onto my blonde, so. This is the final thing. I just shampooed my hair. I rinsed out the color shampoo. Now y'all know I gotta be extra. And then I did the sea moss shampoo. I followed it up with a sea moss shampoo. And then I followed it up with a moisturizing shampoo. And then I'm going to do a leave-in conditioner. The leave-in conditioner, since I have high porosity hair, so I'm going to do the mango avocado leave-in conditioner, the Moisture Lock leave-in conditioner. And I'm going to spray my scalp. Do I have lavender? I'm out of lavender. But I'm going to hydrate my scalp with like a tea tree water. You can use rose water, any type of water to hydrate your scalp. Now, because I washed my hair twice with the 2 different shampoos, it did take away some of my color. But y'all, my scalp, I have oily scalp. So them folks talking about leave it in 10 minutes and then rinse out. This is why I recommend that you shampoo your hair. If you really need to get in there to remove any type of buildup, get in there, shampoo it 2 to 3 days before you do the color shampoo, so you can just put in the color shampoo and rinse out your hair. If you're not gonna do that, sometimes it's hard for the products to get through any type of buildup that you might have on your hair, right? And so I had to shampoo my hair twice, even after they said rinse it out. So don't do what I do. I do what's best for my scalp. Although I want great coverage, I'm always going to do what's best for my scalp. So I did shampoo my hair twice. So with it, and with the color shampoo, it's a temporary shampoo. It washes out with every time you shampoo your hair. So I shampooed my hair twice after the color shampoo just to really get my scalp clean. And so for the most part, as you can see, it took pretty well, but I can still see some gray spots. But then again, I did it myself. So that last time, usually when I do this, I have someone do it for me. So I'm sure I missed some spots in the back. So I don't know if y'all can see. I'm sure I'll probably miss some spots. But for the most part, the main spots that I think this side, I don't know, did I miss? I think this side I missed some spots, but nobody really be in my hair like that. So my main concern was this little patch right here, because sometimes I started wearing my hair down the middle now. So this spot did not take as well. Well, it probably took, but I probably washed it out. But it's, where's this? I don't have a middle part, y'all. I need a retie too. Ooh. Oh, and it's best to do this when you need a retie. It takes better. So this side took better than that side, but I also have more gray on this side. So, but once I get a retie, you're not gonna see the gray. Y'all, I need a retie so bad. So this little patch right here didn't take as well, but then I also didn't work it in as well. Child, I don't know. But I like this side better than this side. And then sometimes I do side parts. So I missed a patch right here. Last time I did this, I did row by row, so it was able to saturate the area really well. I didn't do that this time. I didn't do row by row, but it still gave you enough coverage to make it to where when you see me coming, you don't see gray, pretty much. But all right. High porosity people, our products, your leave-in is typically thicker, so sometimes I can just spray it in my hand because the leave-in is creamier. So I just spray it in my hand. You can spray it in your hair, depending on the nozzle that you have, and I just work it in. It's easier for me to do it that way. Make sure y'all get them ends. I shampoo my hair once a week for those of you who are wondering. So I don't have to worry about. And I only put this in my hair once a week. Like after I shampoo, I put this in my hair, and then I don't do nothing to my hair again until I shampoo again. I'm not gonna do too much to my hair because baby, when you need a retie, whew, it's brutal. Okay. Locking in that moisture, cause child, I just wrung my hair once, and it's already getting ready to dry. My hair dries real quickly, y'all, cause it does not hold in moisture. So I gotta lock it in. I'm gonna just spray this on my scalp. Massage the scalp, move your scalp around to help with blood flow. Move it, move it, move it. All right, that's it. That's the update. Light and fluffy, just how I like it. All right, if you have any questions, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Put your comments in the comment area. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. That is it. So yeah, I definitely recommend cleaning. If you really need a shampoo, I recommend cleansing your hair before like a day or two before you do the color shampoo, and then like do the color shampoo when your hair ain't that dirty and you don't feel the need to shampoo it so much, because I shampooed mine twice after and it did strip some of my color because it's a temporary color. So of course it takes away some of the color. So the next time I'm gonna do it the reverse, like I talked about. Shampoo first, and the next day color, so it can last. All right, hope you guys enjoy. Bye.